Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Bachi Weiler. I'm an alum of the Romemu Yeshiva, and welcome to our daily sit. Whether you're here in the Zoom with us or on Facebook or YouTube today or someday in the future, welcome to this program of the Romemu Yeshiva. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, middle of the day. We're taking this time not out of our day, in the midst of our day, to pause and come back to ourselves and to the day, to this moment. Today I want to look right at the beginning of the Parsha. This week is Parshat Tetzaveh, where God starts giving very specific instructions for the contents of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the dwelling place, the place of closeness, indwelling presence. And the very first instruction God gives is to ואתה תצווה את בני ישראל ויקחו אליך שמן זית זך כתית למאור להעלות נר תמיד. You shall instruct the Israelites to bring you clear oil of beaten olives for lighting, for kindling lamps regularly, for kindling the eternal flame, the ner tamid. This eternal flame, I want to really imagine it today. It's funny to me to think of a flame as eternal because it's such a fickle, flickering, impermanent phenomenon to me. And yet we're instructed to bring a sense of permanence and consistency to our presence. So I thought today, if you have a literal flame like I do, candle, we can take this flame as our anchor. Either get yourself set up with your own flame, or you can use mine through the screen, or you can just be mindful of your flame, the flame of your awareness. So let's just let this to get started. I was actually very curious to see whether the flame I lit in my room would, how steady it would be, how much it would flicker, or just hold steady. And I realized that exact curiosity is something that is the practice, actually. Being curious for each new moment. What will it be now? How will it be now? Now it's like this. Now it's like this. Our awareness is just like this flame. And just like a flame, it needs oxygen, it needs breath. And just like a flame, our awareness can flicker, can flicker in and out of stability, can be caught up in a gust of rumination, fantasy, of worry, of discursive thought in whatever form it takes. But just like a flame, if it's within, you can call it our window of tolerance, it can always come back to its core, its wick that connects it to its fuel source. All it takes is a steady breath to bring us back. So in just a minute, I'll ring the bell for us to transition us from one moment to the next. And let's explore what it might be like to use our breath to bring ourselves back to a still, steady flame of awareness and presence. And if it feels right for you, you can, again, use this literal flame as a visual anchor, linking as needed, and use it to bring yourself back to the present moment, or you can perhaps fall into your more usual practice of closing your eyes, focusing either on your breath or your bodily sensations as an anchor. So I'll ring the bell for us. Just noticing the love. Just realized that for the flame to light, the solid fuel source of the wax needs to soften and become warm. And I'm letting that touch me too. Holding ourselves in stillness and with focused awareness and presence doesn't need to be a tight or rigid stance. It can be like the softened wax, or it can be like the flowing pure oil used in the Mishkan. Warm and soft. Feel yourself flickering, either distracted by some thought or feeling passing through, or maybe like me, finding yourself fidgeting and a little restless physically. Just notice. See if you can summon some clear, pure fuel for yourself. Some sense of ease and warmth. Bring yourself back to your breath and bring your breath back to yourself. Maybe focus again on the image of the flame, which it strikes me, flame always rises up straight and tall and proud, regardless of the angle of its base. It always knows which way is up. So I'm feeling that sense of rising through my spine, through the crown of my head. As I ground down into my source of stillness. As we near the end of today's sit, I want to return to the image of the Ner Tamid, the eternal flame, in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle. There's something miraculous again about calling a flame eternal. And underneath that miracle, I think, is actually a lot of tending, a lot of tender tending, and care, and noticing, and yeah, you could say effort. It doesn't have to be effortful, but mindful. A flame doesn't just last forever by itself. Like we've talked about, it needs a steady source of fuel, a steady breath of oxygen, and a space to dwell in. So as the bell rings and brings us again from one moment to the next, let's work to make this flame a steady one, a persistent one, an eternal one. Keep our mindfulness with us, even as our formal practice closes. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We hope to see you tomorrow as well.
Shabbos